everybody, happy Wednesday. So today we're going to try to mix it up a little bit because, well, it's been a few weeks now, so it'd be nice to mix up what we do. So at home, if you have a step or a bench or a chair that's sturdy, make sure it's sturdy. We're going to utilize that today, but if you do not have one, that's okay. You can use the floor instead. For some of the exercises, having the incline will be a little easier, and for other exercises, it will be a little more challenging. So today it's off to the side. I won't go over it too much, keeping it pretty basic. If you can see that, we're going to start with a minute plank. I'll show you a few different progressions. We're going to hold it for 1 minute, just work on our upper body strength. We're going to go through a circuit of various exercises. We'll start with 50 seconds everything. We'll go back through it for 40 seconds. And then we'll go back through it for 30 seconds and then finish with another minute plank. All right, so let's go ahead and get warmed up. If you have a chair or a step, nice and easy, step up and then step back down. Other side, you're gonna alternate feet, stepping up and stepping down. So if you also have something like a piano, bench or something like that, that'll work as well. Just make sure, once again, it is sturdy. Do one more. Then come down to a plank position, please. Hands below the shoulders. When we get to our 1 minute plank, just know that this would be the easiest version of a plank to hold. If you wanted to progress it, you'd go down to your elbows. If you wanted to progress that, you'd go down to the floor in a full plank. And then progress it further, forearm plank on the floor, okay? So think different lever lengths. But for now, let's go ahead and mobilize the shoulders. So go ahead and reach up, bring your hand back to the step or the chair, and then switch. Test out the security of your platform, other side. And one more time the other way. All right, so now if you have a chair where this is the back of your, this is the back of your chair, you're gonna come this way so you're facing it, facing the back of the chair. Take your right foot, you're gonna step it outside of the chair, drop your back hip, pull the shoulders down. I tried to move at an angle today. Some of the exercises you will not see the full body, but I just want you to get the gist of the exercise. Go ahead and switch. Plant your left foot, drop your right hip, shoulders down. Come back to your plank, push back into the hips. Come forward, you're gonna walk in, keep your hips low, and you're gonna stand from here, tap down, and reach up. Do 2 more at your own pace, and then you're going to keep the squat, but then do a lateral overhead reach. Drop down, and reach. And make sure I have that timer. Remember, we're starting with a 1 minute plank. So be thinking of where you want to do your plank at. One more. Come away from the chair a little bit. Start to lift your knees. Now a couple options here. You can either stay where you are and do little hurdle steps, or you can use your chair or your step, and you can be right here. Whatever you choose to do, make sure there's no pain. Couple seconds. Go ahead and face the front, thumbs forward and thumbs back.
Three,
Oh, there we go.
2,
Time for your plank.
1.
Hold it.
1 minute plank.
So remember, this will be the easiest version. Go ahead and set it up, shoulders down and back, hands below your shoulders, pull your belly button in. If that's still too much today, take your feet a little bit wider, or maybe drop down to your knees. If you're thinking, I'm doing pretty good here, come down to your forearms. Same thing though, elbows below your shoulders, keep your hips out of the air. Looking out towards the fingertips, chin away from your chest, belly button in. The closer your feet are, the more challenging it is. Option to go down to the floor. I'm gonna stay in the view of the camera, so I'll stay here. And maybe you decide to lift a foot, maybe you switch. Remember, you guys, it is your body, it is your workout. Do your best. When we come up, I'm going to show you your first exercise. It's going to be
3,
a step up.
2,
Hi, honey,
1.
with your right foot.
Rest.
Okay, so you rest for 15 seconds. Right foot on top. You're going to do the opposite hand in front. Push up through your right foot and come straight back down.
3, 2, 1.
And love you too, honey.
Step up right.
Go all the way up and all the way down. So try not to bounce off of the left foot that's on the floor. Let me show you what I mean. Try not to push yourself up, but rather tap the toe and then use that right foot to come all the way up. There should be about 90-degree knee flexion. So if you have a shorter step or a shorter chair, you're gonna have to drop down a little bit lower and then push yourself up. Pushing that right foot all the way through the step or through the chair. If balance is a factor this morning, tap your toe or maybe stop here. I said this morning, but it could also be this afternoon, this evening. Could be tomorrow.
3, 2,
One more in.
1. Rest.
And then rest. Second exercise, mountain climber get-ups. Watch first if you've never done these. You're gonna bring one foot in. It goes like this. 1, 2, hold. Plant your front foot. Stand up.
3, 2, 1.
Ready?
Mountain climber
Here we
get
go.
up.
So it's 1, 2, 3, stick, and then lift. You're always coming back to where you started. So this foot swings back, lift your front foot, 1, 2, 3, plant, lift. If that's too confusing, you can hold and then get back into it. Okay? If you want to make it a little more challenging, plant your foot and skip. 1, 2, 3, skip. It's 50 seconds of work. Play around with it. Find what challenges you. Stand all the way up so that you get a little bit of hip flexion, hip extension, and stretch out the hip flexors. Keep moving.
3, 2, 1.
And
Rest.
Step up left. Take a breath. Remember, we're doing intervals. Heart rate up, heart rate down. Left foot on top.
3, 2,
Right arm
1.
in front.
Step up left.
Pushing up through that left foot. Come back down. If you have access to a mirror, make sure that left knee does not cave in. Try to keep the torso upright. And once again, if it's not enough for you, remember I have to keep these under 30 minutes. But if it's not enough, go back through. Keep them coming. You can tap. You can also stop here.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Rest.
Push up, diagonal tuck. Let me demonstrate. Hands are not below the shoulders. They're a little bit wider. Knees or toes. You're going to do your push up. You're going to do a diagonal tuck, back to plank. Diagonal
3,
tuck,
2,
plank.
1.
Let's give it a go.
Push up diagonal
Push up.
tuck.
Diagonal, diagonal, stick. Other side. Diagonal, diagonal, and stick. You can also drop down to the knees. If the impact bothers you, diagonal climber, diagonal climber. There's something for everybody. Do your best. If it bothers your lower back, don't do it. Chest moves towards the thumbs. Don't lead with your head, meaning you don't lead here. Keep the shoulders down and back. One of the main questions I get is, do I have to go all the way down to the
3,
step?
2,
The answer is
1.
no.
Rest.
Okay, incline bridge. You're not gonna be able to see my head. I want you to see what happens at the lower body. Lie down, head down, feet on
3,
top of the step,
2,
heels
1.
down.
Incline bridge
Watch first.
alternating lift.
You're pushing through one heel at a time, coming all the way up. Make sure your shirt's tucked in. So this is for the hamstrings, the glutes, and the lower back. If it hurts, maybe make it a little bit smaller, or start with both feet down. Ooh, I feel those hammies. Ouch. You ought to be
3,
doing those at home.
2, 1.
And
Rest.
Okay, bring yourself up. Plank, reach, row, pike. Take a look. Hands below the shoulders. Reach, row, squeezing the back.
3,
Pike.
2,
Ready?
1. Prone back.
Reach forward with control. Pull up, squeezing the back. Push into the hips, stretching out the hamstrings.
Is this a ballpoint pen?
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
We're allowed to write a pen now.
Okay, well, okay, just write nice. Pull up narrow. Pike back. Hey, Wyatt,
Yeah,
what subject is it for?
writing. We can do it with any subject though.
All right,
Love you.
love you too. Squeeze the back. As you're rowing, I want you to think about pulling that elbow in tight, squeezing right behind the shoulder blades. Excuse me, right between the shoulder blades. Trying to multitask here. Those of you parents whose kids are at home doing school, how are you holding up?
3,
How are you doing?
2, 1.
And
Rest.
Okay, squat thrusters are next. Let me see if you can see. Here's your chair again. Here's the back of it. Your hands are down. Your feet are outside. Heels down. Take a look. That's a squat thruster.
3,
Ready?
2,
Set.
1.
Go.
Squat thrusters.
Chest up. Weighting your heels. All the way up. If it's too much today, step in, stand up. If you want a little more, add a little jump. Okay? Make sure your heels plant and you're not staying on your toes. Lift if you want, if your hips get tired. Losing my shirt. Come on, you guys, it's the longest one we're doing. We're gonna take off 10
3,
seconds after this.
2, 1.
Rest.
Rest.
Okay, let's do it all again. 40 seconds. Whoops. Each exercise. Heart rate should be up. Let it recover like we talked about. Step upright for 40 seconds.
3,
Your right foot.
2,
Plant
1.
it. Go.
Step upright.
All the way. If it bothers your knees, try this on the floor instead. Remember not to bounce off of the left foot. You can stay here with the tap. Think about driving that right foot all the way through the step or the chair. Grip your big toe. The harder you push through the right foot, the more muscle activation there is. This one's 10 seconds shorter, so keep on moving.
3,
You know
2,
the movement pattern.
1.
Time
Rest.
to do it. Mountain climber, get up. Hands below the shoulders. 3 climbers. Front foot planted, then stand up to balance or skip. Plank position.
3,
If you're
2,
ready, go now.
1.
Otherwise, now
Mountain
you're
climber, get up.
Stick, lift. 1, 2, 3. Stick, lift. Once you have that pattern, go for it. Land with that knee stable. Hands below the shoulders. Or maybe you're right here. Maybe you're here. Just keep moving. Taking off that 10 seconds
3,
means you need to move fast.
2, 1.
And
Rest.
step up left. If you're ready, begin. But
3,
please take
2,
a break
1.
in between.
Step up left.
You know, sometimes I think our mentality is that rest is a bad thing. It's not true. So, if that's you, if you think, why do I have to take more rest? Or vice versa, am I better because I don't have to take as much rest? Both of those are inaccurate. I want you to think about yourself while you're doing this workout. Think about what's best for your body, because we've all been different
3,
places,
2,
different
1.
injuries,
Rest.
different goals, different lifestyle. Do what's best for you. Don't worry about everybody else. Hands wide, shoulders away from your ears. Feet can be narrow,
3,
can be wide.
2,
Push
1.
up, diagonal tuck.
Push up diagonal tuck.
Diagonal, diagonal, stick. If your shoulders are tired and you need to take out the push-up, maybe you hold for a moment and maybe you do a few diagonal climbers and hold again. As long as you're moving, you're working. Try something. Don't give up.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Rest.
Incline bridge march. Find somewhere to lie down. Heels on. Lie back. Head is down.
3, 2,
Arms are flat or arms
1.
are up.
Incline bridge.
Flex your feet. Whoop, here we go. Now my hands are here just to hold my shirt. You put your hands where they need to be. Don't forget to squeeze the glutes at the top. What if our mentality was, I just want to be a better version of myself today?
Couple of things I did not show up until this point. You can hold your bridge, or you can also do this on the floor. And you can also hold the bridge and march alternating legs. Another thing I noticed with what's coming up, you can do this on the floor to make it a little more challenging. Or you could stay on top and just hold a plank. Hope that's helpful.
And pike on this side. Reach. Row. And pike. That pike is a stretch. Try to use your biceps by the ears. Stabilize your trunk. Forward. Hold. Is that you, Madison? Otherwise. Forward. Hold. Push back. This one should feel more like a stability exercise. Heart rate's not skyrocketing. Mobilizing the shoulders, stretching out those
3,
hamstrings.
2, 1. Rest.
Okay, squat thrusters. Here we go. Feet outside of your step or your chair.
3,
Hands
2,
down, hips low.
1.
Squat thrust.
Squat thrusts.
Here. Okay, you could be here. You could be here. Or you could be there. Once again, what challenges you? Come on, guys. It's 10 seconds less than before. Drop the hips. Or you're here. Come on.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Rest.
Grab some water. We're gonna go through it one more time together. This time, 30 seconds, okay?
Three,
Right
2, 1.
there. Ready?
Step up right.
Last time we're going to do it together. Hips are level. Shoulders are square. Athletic arms. If you need a little bit more, you could always add a little hop, but that's not going to be for everybody out there.
Three, two,
One more in.
1. Rest.
Now you rest. Mountain climber get-ups. 3 climbers. Plant your front foot. Stand or skip. Come on, team, let's move. Hands down.
3,
Belly
2,
back in, shoulders back.
1.
Go.
Mountain
1,
climber
2,
get-ups.
3. Maybe you're there. Maybe you can lift all the way. Maybe you add a little skip. Pause if you need. Remember to lift your front foot before you drive it back. Lift the front, switch them.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Rest. Step up left. My dog's watching me. Hey, Jigs.
3, 2, 1.
Go.
Step up left.
Remember what else you could do. Couple of those. Maybe here. Come on, team, keep moving all the way up, all the way back down. Don't disengage the glutes and the
2,
quads.
1. Rest.
Rest. Push up diagonal tucks. Hands outside the shoulders.
3,
Thumbs
2,
with mid-chest.
1. Push up diagonal tucks.
So I talked about that 90-degree elbow flexion. That is also a push-up, you guys. That bending, that flexion, that extension, that's a push-up. And then maybe you can get a little bit lower, and then a little bit lower. Over time. Little baby steps.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
All right, incline bridge march. Here we go. Ouch. Heels down.
3, 2, 1. Incline bridge.
Maybe you're here. Maybe you stay up the whole time. It's only 30 seconds. Watch what happens to the hips though. Don't let them drop. Maybe just hold. Come on, you guys, drive the heels through. Engage the glutes at the top.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay. Plank, reach, row, pike. Once again, this should feel like a recovery for your last exercise. Hey, bud.
3,
What you doing?
2, 1.
Here we
Prone
go.
back.
Row, pull, and sit back. Reach, pull, and sit back. As you pull, try not to rotate the trunk or drop the hip. If it's too easy, go down to the floor. Even if you're not finding it super challenging, you're still moving. It's better than sitting on the couch.
3, 2,
Finish up the one you're on.
1. Rest.
Rest. Okay. Squat thrusters.
Sorry, the music stopped since your Spotify account is being used
3,
on another device.
2, 1. Squat thrusters.
Here we go. 30 seconds. What do you have left in you? Soft landing. It sounds like I'm slamming my feet because of the glass in here. I want you to land soft. If you want a little more, all the way up. If you need a little less. Couple seconds left, you guys.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, 30 seconds. And we're going to do another elbow plank. Whoa, I lost my hair today. full plank. Step or floor, it's your last opportunity. I'm gonna go down to the floor with those of you who are gonna hit the floor. Last chance for 1
3,
minute.
2,
Ready?
1.
Go.
1 minute plank.
Knees or toes. Belly button in. Make sure you can see. Try not to push the hips up and try not to drop the hips down. Long through the spine from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. It helps to rock occasionally or maybe drop the knees. Let the blood flow. If your shoulders get tired, maybe you sit back for just a second. Get back into it. Breathe. Core strong. If you start to feel a shake, that's good. Breathe. Pull those arms out. Activate the stomach muscles. Fire up your quads. Squeeze your glutes. Back and forth if you want. Knees are fine too. Should be harder than the first set.
3, 2, 1.
Done.
Your timer is complete.
Okay, sit back. Now if you have a step, you can use it for our stretch. Let me see how much time we have. Oh, good, okay. So if you have a step, you can use it. If you have a chair, you can sit on it when we get to that spot, but don't try to lie down on it. Okay? Okay. I started talking to myself since all this, so you'll hear me ask the question and answer it myself. Kind of weird. Go ahead and lie back if you have it. If you don't, head down to the floor. Carefully bring yourself back. Now, if you're on the floor, you can still get a stretch, hands up, but you're gonna stop about here because of the floor. So if that's you, you can move your arms up a little higher. If you're on the step, let your arms dangle. Make sure there's no pain. Pay attention to your lower back. Make sure it's not hyperextending or that your rib cage is flaring up. Take a deep breath in. You're gonna bring your knees towards your chest, arms around the knees. Wiggle side to side. And then from here, hold on to your right leg, put your left foot all the way down onto the floor, or if you're lying down, you're just going to extend your leg. Take your left hand outside of your knee, pull it across the body, and open your arm. Knee back to the chest. Bring your left leg up carefully. Extend the right leg to the floor or drop it down off of the step. Left or right hand outside the left knee. Pull it across. Open the left arm. Back to the center. You're going to rock yourself up to a seated position. Sit up nice and tall. Put your right hand by your side. Reach up overhead. Bring yourself back up and switch. Nice and tall. You're gonna rotate over the front leg. Keep your chest up. Try to look over your shoulder. And switch, please. Bring yourself back to the center. You're gonna slowly bring yourself up to your feet. Pick up a foot. Either one is fine. Take the opposite arm, reach up overhead. If you're against the wall, maybe hold the wall up high. And then if you can, tip forward slightly. And switch legs, other side. Heel up, arm up. And then slightly tip forward. Now if you have a step, you're gonna stand behind it. If you don't, find the floor, feet wide. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring the hands down to the step or towards the floor. You're gonna put your hands down, drop your head. Try to keep your legs straight. From there, you're gonna walk your right arm across the body towards the left. Back to the middle, and then you're gonna switch. Come back to the center. You're gonna roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Big shoulder roll at the top. You guys, Hope you're all doing well. Great job today. Thank you for participating. Hope to see you all in person soon. Take care.